national championship to the University of Michigan, and engineered a deal which just saved the university about upwards of $5 million by changing football coaches.
Exactly. This one. How's that? Ah, all right. Yeah, that's my side gig. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. I'm Michelle Siegel. I'm the president of the Sisterhood, and I'm really honored to be here today on Sisterhood Shabbat. As I was thinking about what I was going to say this morning, I realized that I honestly cannot remember a time when sisterhood was not a part of my life. And I'm lucky to have had a lifelong connection to sisterhood. As a young girl, I witnessed the power of the community of women at a place that I know as Livonia Jewish Congregation, but was renamed at some point Beit Kodesh. I was just talking to my brothers yesterday about how we used to go to events, and they had an entertainment group called the Peppermint Sticks. It was a choral group, and we just thought this was the greatest thing we had ever seen. I still use my mother's copy of their Sisterhood cookbook and really enjoy reading the names of women that I remember being part of that community. My parents moved to Southfield in 1968, and that's when we joined B'nai Moshe, and it might have been a different group of women, but it was really the same. And from supporting synagogue youth, providing kiddush, offering programs, the rummage sales, and countless meetings, there was always something going on, and there always is something going on. Of course, my own connections to sisterhood would not be possible without the example and the leadership of my mother, Charlene Unger. And I'm sure there's lots of people here, many of you, if you knew my mom, somehow got roped into doing something somehow and got involved. And I have been, like her, really fortunate to be part of our sisterhood for a long time and also to be president. Throughout the years, I've really seen the impact of our sisterhood on B'nai Moshe, from caring for members of the community, advancing Jewish education, helping the synagogue thrive in many ways. And it really reflects the deep dedication of the women I'm proud to call my sisters at B'nai Moshe. Again, this year, we've offered a wide array of programs with more on the calendar in the months ahead. I hope you'll join us. Our book club will next discuss If You Don't Know the Words, which is a little bit of my Torah reading philosophy today. And also that will be led, the conversation will be led by Lori Novatsky in March. We will be again doing a community service project in partnership with Sanctum House, and Bonnie Kowalski has made arrangements for somebody from the organization, I believe, to be here. It's an organization that helps women who've been impacted by human trafficking. Of course, we'll be doing our annual Mishloach Manot sale, and need your help putting the packages together. We're also going to have our pre-Passover hangout and tasting event, and a visit to the Detroit Historical Museum in May. None of this would be possible without the dedication of women, many of whom participated in today's services. And I'm in awe of everything that people did, and people who volunteer their time and energy to make these events possible. I'm truly grateful. There's a list in the Shabbat flyer of people who are involved, and please say thank you to them for all they do for sisterhood and for our shul. And I especially want to thank and express my gratitude for everybody who participated, and most notably Lynn. I really appreciate all of your efforts and your ability to recruit. Charlene would be really proud of you today, and your dedication to our shul. We heard in the Torah portion and also in Tony's remarks about the important role women play to our people. And just as the Israelites stood unified at the Red Sea, led by faith and hope, our sisterhood is really capable of great feats when we come together for a congregation in the community. So on Sisterhood Shabbat, we celebrate our wonderful contributors. I'm also gonna, my brothers would say, channel Charlene. I encourage each of you to consider how you can add to our sisterhood community. I don't have a large or overwhelming ask. It's really a humble hope that maybe 2 or 3 of you might feel so inspired to come talk to me at Kiddush about one thing, big or small, that you might be willing to do for our sisterhood. By doing that, you'll participate in our tradition that stretches back many generations and ensure the continuity of our community. So I hope to talk to you, and thank you all for your commitment to sisterhood and our synagogue. Shabbat Shalom.